very special guest in here for y'all today. Dual sport athlete, basketball coach, Rory Hamilton. How are you, Coach?
How you doing, man?
Hey, thanks, guys. I was lucky enough. My senior year, I was all-state in two sports, basketball and baseball.
Okay.
So I got to play in both the what's back then it was called the Kansas Association of Basketball Coaches All-Star Game, and the KBCA, which is the Kansas Baseball Coaches Association All-State Game. And at that time, there was only like a handful of us that had ever been able to do that.
So since you was good at baseball, you didn't ever think to like take the baseball scholarship and then try and play basketball at one of the higher schools?
I did the exact opposite. I said, I'm gonna go try basketball, and from the minute I hit Butler, it was basketball, basketball, basketball. And so I told myself that I'm gonna give it 1 year and then kind of evaluate and see what I really wanted to do. Well, the minute I stepped on there, we had a really great coach, but he was very demanding. And so from 6 a.m. weights to study hall at 7 to 9 p.m., every minute of the day was spoken for. And so I quickly realized that there was no way I was going to be able to do both. I always, and I tell my girls, I think soccer, some of the most aggressive physical players I've ever coached were soccer players.
Oh, man.
So I can imagine taking guys that were football, put them on the basketball court. They're not afraid of physicality, not afraid to get in there and mix it up.
Definitely helped me a lot.
Yeah, like Tom Izzo. Anytime Tom Izzo feels like his guys are getting soft, he'll get the helmets out. And they'll practice with the helmets.
That's tight.
He'll do a rebounding drill with the helmets on just to make those guys go down there and bang a little bit.
Is that on you?
I was working in the summer, and just so happens that the Newman baseball coach is my next door neighbor.
Oh.
And so, I'd hear stories about how my friends were doing in practice and things like that. And so I work with these guys and around them all summer. We fish and do different things. And, they finally said, hey, you just need to come to Newman. And you just need to come check it out. And so Paul Sanagorski, who's the coach, said, just come to campus. We'll take a tour around, see what you think. And
plotting.
so it made sense. And so I told myself, I'm going to try this for a year. I did basketball for a year. I'm going to try this for a year. If I like it, I'll stay. If I don't like it, I'll see what else is out there. And so
swung off 3 years.
Yep. Yep. Giving ourselves some goals, something to look forward to, something to work towards. And one of the goals that senior year group said is we want to win more games this year than we did last. Well, that means 2 games. Right? And so the story is, this is the third game. We're 1-1. Third game of the year, we're playing Lexington at home. And it's a really good game, back and forth, back and forth. We end up pulling it out. End up
2-1.
Yeah, so we're 2-1, right? And so in the back of my mind, we're all jacked up and we're fired up because we won 2. And so I go to the locker room, everybody's crying. All the girls are crying. And it caught me off guard. I was like, I'm going in there like this. I was a lifelong man-to-man, just going to play man, and then when you learn that, you got to learn how to beat better teams than you. And you got to mix in some zone. Mm-hmm. And so I think over the last 3 to 5 years, we've become a pretty good zone defensive team. Because
that had to be a tough transition to finally be like, all right, I'm gonna try zone.
Yeah, right. And I think I just made a commitment to it because of the personnel that we had and the way that we had to play.
Yeah. Sound good, don't it? Check. Yeah. Look. Okay. Yeah. Look. Life tried to drown me. This hoop is like my life jacket. This ice in my veins is something Titanic. Lockdown defense kept me out the center for detention. Divine intervention passes over to my center. Alleyways are the alley-oops. Some got no looks and passed away when somebody shoot. Back in court duo, but nobody hoops. The wrists follow through in the cuffs. Got a loop, pick a book up, picked up and get booked. It's just you and I, out running suicides. Me, I was out running suicide. Boy, I'm going in, dropping gems that I picked up in these gyms. I can't slack, I've been down and back. I'm just trying to share a few tales from this thing called life. Count my assists, man, I swear that basketball really saved my life. Yeah, yeah. I swear it saved my life. Let's go.